and then you check the page, make sure it's
Right,
there.
we
We're
are
live.
live.
What is up, people? F Mac here. What's happening? Here with my boy Matt Williams.
Yo.
Guys, just comment below and let us know who's here. We'll give people time to jump on, and then we will
Yeah.
dive straight into exactly what I did to recruit, well, exactly 526 people in 5 months. All right, I'm gonna give you everything I know on Facebook. I'm giving you tonight. It's gonna be proper badass, guys. Trust me. You're
Yeah.
gonna make sure you got a notepad and pen, right? Because this can seriously
Right.
can't speak,
We are definitely live.
transform your business. Right? Yeah, I can see that. Whoa,
We
man, this is blowing up. Comments everywhere.
kind of crazy, isn't
Awesome. Jaden, what's happening, son? You legend.
it?
Glenn, happening, man. Philippe, Brazil lifestyle. Brett, what's going on? Colin, Matty, Eric, Orlando. Happy days. So yeah, guys, just give people a couple more minutes and then we'll get stuck in. I'm going to show you a bit of social proof as well to show you what I've been able to achieve from free marketing on Facebook in a very short period of time. No matter, I was just thinking to myself, you think I'm holding like some kind of record with sign-ups? I mean, I've not seen anyone else that's recruited that many people in such a short period of time.
Neither have I. Crazy.
Pretty insane, man. But yeah, guys, comment below, let us know who's here, and then we'll get going.
This training is going to blow your minds. It has
And
mine.
guys,
It's ridiculous.
I do apologise for Matt's funny look. You know, he's got like one ear piercing, one earpiece.
The
Weird.
other one's broke. Leave me alone.
Manny, what's happening, man? Raju, what's going on? You absolute legend. Love you, man. Right, Blake doesn't see anything.
Refresh the page.
Yeah, refresh the page, yeah. Andre, what's up? Booyakasha, back at you, man. Oh, man, this is going to be awesome. Brad, what's going on? Fred, you absolute legend. I love what you're doing, man. Guys, for those of you that are on here right now, Fred joined ASF about 48 hours ago, and he's had no experience in this game at all. He went through my strategies, recruited 3 people already.
4.
He's had 4 people.
Yeah. He's just recruited another one.
0 experience, and he's absolutely crushing it with what I'm about to teach you tonight. Alright? So, Sam, what's going on, man? Long time no speak. Happy days. Alright, so, got a couple people here, so we'll just we'll crack on. Alright, guys, this is the first time I've ever done this. Alright, I have never showed my entire strategy with anyone before. Alright, you're getting the whole package tonight, right? I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but you know, there's no time limit. I want to give you everything so you can start taking these strategies and go and start crushing it yourself. Alright, now, but first of all, before we get stuck in, I actually want to show you a bit of proof of what I've been able to achieve with this strategy. So I'll just share my screen now. Right, if it'll work. Come on, come on, come on. I absolutely hate
guys,
Google Hangouts.
when I first joined ASF Movement it must be about 4 to 5 months ago now, I had like no experience. I couldn't recruit anyone at all. And then I watched Fraser's strategies, and then within the first week, I became the top recruiter in our team. It was absolutely crazy, completely blown away.
Yeah. Right, guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to jump off and back on because for some reason I cannot share my screen, and I'm going to need to do that to show you the strategy. So, Matt, just take it away. Give people like a little insight as to what they're going to get, and I'll be back in like a couple of seconds.
All right, mate. Make sure it's working. Alright, guys. As I said, this strategy, it completely blows everything that I've seen out of the water. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. Just get some more comments and make sure you guys are here. Welcome, Raju, Charla Chopper, Ian W, Nika, Nilka, We've got some this is one of our biggest hangouts ever. Simply because the amount of value that we're going to drop is just going to be. Make sure you've got a pen and paper. Like, make sure go get a notepad, get a pen, because it's going to be a lot of condensed information, so you're going to want to write it down.
Yep. All right, guys. Matt, you see my screen?
One sec. Yes, I can.
Yes. All right, guys. So, show you a bit of social proof right now to show you what I've been able to achieve the past few months. As you can see here, got $23,736 from one of my companies. All right, which isn't too bad. All right, here's one of the sales I got. One transaction, as you can see, $7,700. This was me when I got asked to go to Vegas to be recognized for the results I've achieved in pure leverage. This was me topping the MLSP leaderboards. As you can see, I'm beating two six-figure earners, Diane Hockman and Michelle Pesco-Solido. Pretty badass, like. This is all from the strategy I'm about to share with you. This was, as you can see, me top recruiter. This was the first week when Matt came in, and he finished, I think it was like 2 people under me. All right, just from following exactly what I'm going to share. This was me ranking on the pure leverage leaderboards. This was some money that I found about a week ago. I have no idea what this came from, but as you can see, earned $14,000, not too bad. This is Vincent Ortega Jr., my main mentor. All right, $50,000 a month earner. He's been through my strategy, and as you can see there, he had success in about 5 minutes of trying it out. We've got me. This was when I was sharing my strategy in Arizona at my main opportunities event. All right, it just blew people away, just mainly because of the simplicity of the strategy. It is, guys, honestly, it's probably the easiest thing you're ever going to see. It is insane how easy this is. This was me ranking on the Elite Market and Pro leaderboards. As you can see, up there with Jonathan Budd, Ray Higdon, Rob Ford, the Bluesman of MLM, all them kind of people. And this is me ranking top of my main opportunity, Internet Lifestyle Network. As you can see, for December, I was a top affiliate. Now, number 2 is on my team. Third place is on my team. 4th, 5th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th are all on my team. Every single one of them. They got the results all from what I'm about to share. Alright, so the proof is there, guys. What I'm going to share is insane. It is just so powerful. This is Angie Long. I got onto this product about a week and a bit ago, and I think I'm number 1 or number 2 in the contest right now. Pretty cool. So, as you can see, that is some pretty decent social proof. Alright, hopefully that's got you pumped up and ready to learn this incredible, insanely awesome strategy, which I, honestly guys, I'm so pumped to give this to you because I know you're going to take serious action and go and crush it. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Well, we were going to share stories, but you know, that's boring stuff. You're here because you want to learn. So, it's going to be broken down into little small parts. It's going to be like from the basic setup of your profile to exactly what you've got to do on a daily basis. All right. Now, actually, before we get into it, the key with this strategy, right, starts up here. It's mindset. I've been doing this for nearly 2 years. Okay. Now, when I first started, you know, I was living at my dad's place in Scotland. I am now living in paradise out here in Phuket, Thailand. And I started doing a strategy, and like I'm doing the exact same as I was before, but there was one difference. Up here wasn't right. All I was focused on was getting the money. I was still focused on about how crap my life was. You know, I didn't really see it going anywhere. I was just focused on money. That was it, and the results never came. I finally came across somebody who is certainly, I credit a lot for my success. He's all about consistency. All right, now there's one thing I will share with you that you shared with me, and it's about a box. All right, now in this box, you've got, say, parts to a motorcycle. All right, now every now and again, you bring these pieces of this motorbike or motorcycle, whatever you want to call it, you bring it out of the box. All right, and then over time, you start assembling these pieces that you brought out of the box, and eventually you're going to have something in front of you. You're going to have a motorbike, right? But what are the chances you're going to bring these pieces of the bike out of this box and you're going to see that you've baked the cake, right? That is just not going to happen, all right? The box, right, is a metaphor for your mind. Whatever goes on up in here is eventually going to come out, right? You cannot think about the right things and accidentally achieve the wrong results. It just does not work like that. Whatever's in your mind is going to come out. If you focus on poverty, on depression, on struggle, on homelessness, whatever, that is what you're going to see, right? Your life is a perfect reflection of what goes in your head, all right? So when I came across, the man's name's Weldon Long. I've actually got his book sitting here, Power of Consistency, which I've got signed, all right? I came across him and I started going through his training and I changed my mindset. Right? I started envisioning where I was going. I actually told myself, right, I was about, I'd say about 8 or 9 months ago, I would be living in Thailand. I live in Thailand. I've got it written down on a piece of paper, I live in Thailand. You don't want to say, you know, I am going to move to Thailand. You don't want to say that. You want to say it as it is. I live in Thailand. And look, I live in Thailand now because that is what I put in my head. I told myself I was going to live in Thailand. I'm here now. I told myself I was going to be successful. I am successful. I told myself I was going to help loads and loads of people. That's what I'm doing. I've inspired over, you know, over 600 people in my team now. All right, and my main opportunity. And there's people under me that lives are changing on a daily basis. 5 of them are moving out to Thailand in less than 6 weeks. Matt is one of them. They're all coming out here because of the results they've achieved from my strategy. Guys, seriously, it's ridiculous. All right, so key is to get up here fixed or programmed right. Okay, so you need to focus on the positives, not the negatives. Make sense, Matt?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Good?
makes sense, man. Law of attraction, man.
Happy to. Like it. Guys, yeah, comment below, let me know what you thought of that. That was just a bit of wisdom for you. That's not my strong point. I'm more about, you know, the nitty gritty marketing stuff, but I'm getting there slowly, all right? So, we're going to let Mr. Matt Williams handle the first part of my strategy, which is the profile setup. Now, guys, this is the main part. If your profile's not set up correctly, there's no point doing the rest, all right? There's so many people in this industry that just have no clue about Facebook. They just don't, or they try and overcomplicate it. It is the most easiest and effective marketing strategy to get insane results. All right, it just is. So profile is the key. So Matt, you want to take it away?
Yeah.
And I'll chip in if you miss anything out.
Yeah. Right, share my screen. Hopefully this works. Can you see my screen? Oh, got it up.
Yeah, man, all good.
Yeah, right. So, profile on Facebook. Right. Let me just show you what mine is like at the moment. So, right. This is the most important part of your Facebook campaign sort of thing. This is what people are going to see first. This is what people are going to come, like scrolling through Facebook groups and whoever you're messaging, they're going to see like your cover photo on your profile and your page first. So it's the most important aspect that you need to get right before you start using the other parts of the strategy. So, what should you do and shouldn't you do? We'll start with the profile photo. You should not ever have a picture of your company or your company's logo or anything like that, because that's branding your company. It's not branding yourself. People want to join people. They want to see that you're real. They want to see that you have a life. You know, you live happily, you're prosperous, and you know you have adventures and stuff like that. So profile picture. So with mine, I've got a picture of me with my girlfriend. I'm outside. You know, shows that I'm, you know, real. Go outside and whatnot. For my cover photo, another really important aspect. Don't have a picture of your company. I can't stress this enough. Do not have a picture of anything to do with your company. You are branding yourself.
Yeah, so, guys, basically, you want your profile photo and your cover photo to be of you. None of this, you know, join me and make $1 million in 10 seconds rubbish, right? There's absolutely no point in having that. Nobody will join you, or they might, but they'll quit after like 10 seconds because they've not made $1 million, right? It has to be all about you, right? You can't stress it enough, right? I'm one of these people that tell you how it is, right? I'm not going to give you like or whatever, right? It has to be about you. No companies, none of this, you know, stacks and money. This goes to what you post on your profile as well. All right, none of that crap. It has got to be all about you. Okay, Matt, on you go.
Right, so got any questions about that or any comments, just put it in the comments box because we're reading them as we go. So, what's the next part? Your about section. This is a pretty cool little thing that Fraser discovered, and Fraser told me just after I first started, and it does work a lot. So you have, in your about section, you don't have works at, say, Visalis, or don't have work with Empower Network or anything like that. You want to have your fan page there. If you haven't got a fan page, it's quite easy to set one up, and just name it yourself and something like that. So I've got connect with me at work with Matt Williams, and the reason I've got that is because when people highlight my name in a group, or when I'm connecting with people, it will say connect with me at work with Matt Williams, and they'll be like, oh, okay, what's that? They'll click. People are naturally inquisitive. They'll click on it, and they'll see my page. They'll see what I do, and then the first thing in my page is a link to my blog. And on my blog, I've got a massive opt-in form. This is where people are going to come from Facebook, come into your Facebook page, and then go onto your blog and opt in. But if you didn't have that, if you didn't have this, if you didn't have Coach at Matt Williams or something like that, you could have been missing out on sales. You could be missing out on leads. It's a no-brainer, really. You want this.
Guys, that's another thing. I see a lot of people in their about section, they'll have, leader at, their company's fan page, right? No one cares about your company. No one gives a damn. People care about you. People want to work with people. People want to work with people that are going to help them get to where they want to go. People that are going to help them to see success. But that's what people look for. They don't look, I'll be quite blunt. Idiots look for people that are chasing money or whatever, right? Yeah, your profile has got to be all about you. Okay, don't have any links on your profile like redirecting off to like your company's sales page or the company blog, things like that. All right, because people want to just find out about you. So another key is you need to have a blog set up. All right, actually, Mac, give me back control. I'll share my screen. I'll show you how I've got mine set up.
Got it. There
you go. Thank you. Oh, you got to be kidding me! I can't share my screen again.
Really?
Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Right, Matt, go back to doing what you're doing. I'm going to see if I can fix this. Guys, apologies. Bear with me. Hopefully get this sorted.
Right. So I'm just going to show you what I've got on my blog. So when people come through to my fan page, and then they click on the blog link down here. So I can scroll down. Come on. They click on this link. They're going to go to my blog. And one of the most important things to have on your blog is your story, where you came from, why you're doing what you're doing. Because people are trying to find out about you. They're not trying to find out about your company. I've had this a lot. This is basically my story. It doesn't have to be too long, right? But just make sure you've got something like this written out on your blog.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm just going to leave my screen with show my screen now. I do apologise. You won't get to see my pretty face, but you can see that another time. Anyways, Matt, you see my screen? Perfect.
Yeah.
Clear. Happy days. All right, guys. This is F Mark's profile. This is where I've made quite a bit of money from. All right. This and this alone. Okay. Now, with regards to the about section, as you can see, I've got check out my business and lifestyle at Fraser McDonald. Now, give you another tip. Make it different. You see a lot of people that are CEO and founder at the company's fan page or their fan page, or leader at whatever. Make it something different. You don't want to be like everybody else, right? If you're like everyone else, what is going to make you stick out, right? You need to do something different. All right, this is what I've mastered with Facebook, and this is what I'm going to get onto with regarding Facebook posts and things like that, right? So yeah, make it something different, making something unique, something to you. All right. So I've done lifestyle because I'm not bragging, but I've got quite an amazing lifestyle right now. So we come over to my fan page. All right. This is this is actually the place we're moving into in less than 6 weeks with Matt. Jaden, you absolute rock star. He's on the Hangout right now. Ben Williams, Fred, Beast. These guys are coming out here in less than 6 weeks. Alright, pretty cool. So, anyways, my fan page. Now, with your fan page about section, right, don't just leave it blank. Right, just put in a little description, and the first thing that you want to have is a link to your blog. Alright, you don't want it down the bottom, right, because naturally people's eyes are drawn to something, you know, that's there first. Alright, so yeah, have a link to your blog, and then as you can see, I'm an internet entrepreneur, coach and speaker, living an internet lifestyle in tropical paradise. More info on my site. With your fan page, you want to be driving all the traffic to your blog. Alright, I didn't do this before. This is something I learned recently. Okay, so we'll go over to my blog. Before that, another thing, don't have a bit.ly link or a tiny URL. Go to GoDaddy and buy a domain name. Right, say, you know, I mean, who have we got on here? Brett, you know, I can't remember his last name, but you could have, you know, HTTP whatever, Brett, whatever his last name is, .com. You don't want to have, you know, make 1 billion in 1 day.com. Right? You want it to be branding you, okay? Even do that for your YouTube.
The thing is with domains as well, you can get a coupon. Go searching on Google, you can get a coupon. You can get a domain for like $1, $2.
Yeah. Another tip, guys, this is going off Facebook for a moment. Buy a domain name for your YouTube channel. This is something I learned from Six Figure Earner a couple of days ago. Golden nugget for you right there. So buy your name as a domain name for your YouTube channel. All right. Anyways, back to Facebook, my bread and butter. So as you can see here, about section, got my blog link. Come over to my blog. Boom. There we go. Now, as you can see, from my profile to my fan page to my blog, it's all tropical lifestyle based. You want to keep it all similar. You don't want to have your profile being, you know, tropical, for example, and then your profile being all, you know, say you're, I don't know, or just say, for example, you posted pictures of money. You want to keep it all similar. All right. So when people land here, you know, I need to update this. Learn how I sponsored 400 plus new reps in only 4 months from free Facebook marketing. That's something that sticks out. You don't want to have, you know, check out my opportunity opt-in below. Make it stand out, make it unique to you. All right, be different. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty tasty blog. It's not too shabby. All right, so yeah, because what happens when you get friend requests and messages and things, which we'll get onto, when people come to your profile, they will naturally be drawn to your about section. From there, they will go to your fan page and they will like your page, and then from there you want to redirect them somewhere else and where they can find out more about you and more about your opportunity. You don't want to have a link from your fan page going to your opportunity sales page or anything like that. You want to keep it all about you. Okay, so definitely have your fan page going to your blog. If you don't know how to get a blog or don't know how to get set one up, we'll cover that later. All right, so guys, actually, we'll just do this in little parts. If you've got any questions, comment below, right? And then we'll move on to the next part, because I'm wanting you guys to get the maximum amount of value you can from this as possible. So we're not going to rush it. We're going to take it nice and slowly. All right? So yeah, comment below. We'll give it 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll move on to where you find people.
Should we do what to post on your profile? We're doing that later.
We'll do that later. We'll do that after the finding people, messaging, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But as you can see, guys, I mean, Facebook really, to sum it up, is common sense. Right? And people get started, they just, you know, I don't know what it is with humans. They want to overcomplicate things. Like, I don't know why. They just do. All right? So yeah, this is some more wisdom for you. When you get started online, or even if you're an experienced marketer or whatever, you know, you don't want to do too many things. You don't want to do Facebook and YouTube and blogging and solo ads and PPC and all that kind of stuff, because you can't do that much or that many things on a consistent basis. You will just drain yourself. All right, when I first started, I told myself I was going to message 20 people an hour every single day. That is what I did to build my empire. Message 20 people a day on Facebook. That is it. I didn't say, oh, I've got to do a video or I've got to do a blog post. I just identified one thing that I knew if I did on a consistent basis, I was going to get results. And lo and behold, it's exactly what's happened. Right? This is the most duplicatable strategy on the planet. Anybody can do this. Even I mean, guys, come on. If I can do this, you can. Right? I've got no special skills. All right. So yeah. Questions. Let's get back to it. I love listening to Fraser. Sam, I love you too, man. Who you're saying to brand it? Hang on. Right. Brazil, I think you're meaning, well, actually, I don't understand this too much. Yeah, people are going to buy into you. They're not buying into your opportunity, right? Because people want to work with people. They don't care about your opportunity. People want to work with people that are going to help them achieve success, right? That is why people join me. Oh, and guys, right, I forgot to tell you this at the start. What I am teaching you is how to get people to come to you left, right, and center asking for your link, right? I would say out of the in total, right? Because I've been doing this for like 7 months. I think I'm around about the 5, 6, 700 mark. I don't really know in recruits between all the things I do online. All right. Yeah, they've bought into me and they've asked me for my link. Why? Because I give an insane amount of value. Right? Giving value is key. All right. I've never had to like close anybody or things like that. People come to me left, right, and center saying, "FMAC, what's your link?" People will just go through my not go through my profile and find my link because I don't post my link on my profile, but they get it from somewhere, right? And they just join. I've had people join me that don't even know what opportunity I'm in because they see me as a leader and someone that's going places. That's another thing, guys. You really need to show people that you're serious, that you're going places. All right, you need to basically tell people, right, look, I'm going in this direction with or without you. I would rather have you come with me because I can help you get there as well. But you need to show people you're really going places. That's why people not only join me, but my team in the ASF movement, because where this team is going is ridiculous. We're filming a reality show this year out in Thailand. All right, Matt, Jaden, you guys don't even know. Well, I think Jaden, I think you do. But yeah, we're filming a reality show out here, probably in the next 6 months.
Sweet.
All right. Guys, this is what happens in the ASF movement. The train's already left the station. We're just getting started. Right? You want to be part of this. I'm not being funny. ASF movement is going to change this industry. There's going to be 5 and 6 figure earners coming out of this team left, right, and center. Right? We've got something coming out next week that is going to create 5-figure monthly income earners near enough, overnight, you could say. Like, not literally. Like, it's still going to take a bit of work, but it's going to happen pretty damn fast. Jaden, Ash, if you're on here, thank you for what you guys have done. It's proper badass. It's coming out next week. So yeah, guys, if you want to be part of ASF, click the Get Started Now button below. All right, get in with us. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's any more questions. I'm not seeing any anyway.
Nah, carry on.
Check. Right. So now we're on to the finding people.
This is the golden.
Yeah, guys. This is like the best part. I get people coming to me all the time. It's like, where do I find people on Facebook? It is like, it still makes me laugh when people ask me that. It is ridiculous. I'm sure Facebook's got, what is it, like 1 billion active users now or something, Matt?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something crazy, right? It just, guys, you just need to know where to look, right? It is ridiculously easy. Now, graph search. There might be some of you on this who don't have graph search, right? So I'll walk you through to get it. If you go to your, click this funny little cog icon, come down to settings. Right, this is for the people that don't have graph search, right? All you need to do is change your language from whatever it is to English US, and you will automatically get graph search. All right, I spent months trying to find out how to get it, and then someone just told me, oh yeah, you just change your language to English US. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I couldn't find that on Google. Jesus. Honestly, right? So yeah, that's all you got to do. Change language to English US and you will get graph search. All right. So I do have a few older techniques, right? They still work, right? So I'll show you them as well. All right, because I really do want to give you guys everything that I know, so you can go out and start crushing it. All right. So yeah, Facebook groups, they're kind of easy. You can just type in, for example, let's do network marketing, right? Here we go. We've got network marketing, MLM, home-based business opportunities for dummies, right? Happy days. So
Oh
when
god.
I first started, this is what this is the exact strategy I was doing, but it's developed from there. But I mean, this still works. So one of the things you can do is, now this is where you've got to be good at reverse engineering people, because I can guarantee you now, what I'm about to show you, people will inbox you left, right, and center saying, "Yo, come join my opportunity," you know, all them kind of funny things, right? This is really easy. When you see people posting stuff like this, click the like button, because what happens is Marcus over here gets a notification saying Fraser McDonald has liked your post in this specific Facebook group. So he's going to be like, "Oh hell yeah, man! I've got my first sale. I'm going to make some money," right? That's basically kind of what it goes like, right? But don't just scroll down and like every single post, right? Because people will catch on. So scroll down a bit, you know, hit that one, scroll down a bit more, you know, hit that one, scroll down a bit more, and then you can hit that one, and right. And these people will message you and they'll friend request you, right? And then they will pitch you, and then it's your job to reverse engineer. If you're not good at that, don't do it. Okay, it does take some skill. All right, so that's one thing you can do in Facebook groups. Okay. Yeah. So we'll get into the messaging side, right, regarding Facebook groups and using Graph Search, where you can find, you know, the most targeted people ever, right? Because Graph Search is ridiculous. Not many people know how to use it to its full effect. So in Facebook groups, you can scroll down and hit, you know, like 16,000 or however I don't know what it is. I think it's because I'm tired. I've not been to bed. How many members are in this group, right? You can click that.
Just
All
to
right,
let you know,
all the
guys,
members.
this exact strategy here that's being shown, this is the one that made me the top recruiter in the first week that I joined. This is the exact thing that I use, what you're showing now.
All right, guys. So what's going to happen now is all the people are going to get loaded up, right? Now, from my experience, the best way to do this is if you hit here and scroll down and hit by join date. Right, these are what I found is a lot of people that are joining this group are new to the industry. All right, so this is it, guys. What I am showing you now is it. Right, when I first started, I said I was going to message 20 people an hour. That is what has allowed me to build this empire of mine, messaging people. Right, so there's Courtney over here. All right, right. Another tip for you: when you're looking at people's profile, right, before you even message them, make sure there's a picture of them, right? There's no point wasting your time messaging someone, you know, like this. You know, that's just ridiculous. You've got no idea what that person's like. You don't want to waste your time. Your time is valuable. It is the most valuable asset you've got. Instead of spending your time dealing with numpties like that, you can be spending your time with people who have just joined, who, you know, got a decent looking profile, and maybe have, you know, maybe they want to be serious. All right, you just never know. So what about Jane over here? Yeah, looks alright from London, good old UK. I do miss Scotland, I must admit. So, all you do, hit message. Now, guys, this is one thing I've not shown people. Well, I think I've shown my team it a couple of times, right? Is how I message people, right? This is easy. Like, you'll see, I do not overcomplicate it. So, but you still want to do it in a way so you can keep it copy-paste, right? So, hey Jane, now bear with me, guys. Even though I've done this for nearly 2 years, my typing skills are terrible. I still index type, man. It's crazy.
Oh.
So I'll just say something like, just came across you in the, was it network marketing for dummies Facebook group. Checked out your profile. Right, guys, as you know, I didn't, but she doesn't know that. Checked out your profile and you seem to be, oops. See what I mean, guys? Terrible. Seem to be a serious entrepreneur. I would love. This is the longest part, guys. Do apologize. I would love to connect.
This is the part that's going to change everything for it, though. This is ridiculously powerful.
Guys, I am not being funny. This is the most simple strategy you will ever come across. The problem that so many people face is doing it consistently. People will do something for a week. If they don't have success, they will quit. Right? People, for some reason, just don't want to be consistent. But I can guarantee you, right, 100% guarantee you right now, if you do this on a consistent basis, what I am telling you, you will get results. Period. There is absolutely no reason as to why you won't get it. I told you before. if you can't do the right things on a consistent basis and accidentally achieve the wrong results. It just cannot happen. If you do the right things, you will get the right results. Period. Right? Anyways, back to the message. I would love to connect with you further and find out a little more about you. Now, another thing, you don't need to be all professional in your messages. As you can see at the bottom, it's like, I would love to connect with you and find out a little bit more about you. It doesn't have to be you, right? Your punctuation doesn't have to be perfect, right? You want the best thing you can be on Facebook, guys, is yourself, right? I tried to impress people. I tried to be someone I wasn't. People could tell right away. People have this amazing ability to tell if you're being yourself or not, all right? So that's it. That is basically along the lines of what I send people. I've got one specific message, right, which I am not going to show because I know for a fact that some of you will copy and paste the exact message I send people, and then it becomes saturated and it doesn't work. But it is very, very, very similar to what I've just shown you now, right? So I copy that, hit send, booyakasha, right? Happy days. So we move down to Jason over here. He looks like a cool dude. Right, bam. Jason. Guys, I know you're probably sitting there thinking, you know, that's just too easy. That's because it is. This is the easiest thing you can ever do. I mean, Jaden, who's on this webinar Hangout right now, he's been in the team for a while, but he never really took action on the strategy. Right? I don't know why, but ever since he started doing it, he's seen some crazy results. The little bugger is actually beating me for recruits this month. Combined his strategy with his blogging strategy, the man's done, I think it's like 500,000 from his blog. Right, Jaden Easton Elliott, you can look him up on Facebook, right? He's in the ASF movement as well, who's actually putting together some blogging training alongside Ash Campbell, who's another incredible blogger for our ASF team. So you can get access to a man who's done $500,000, right, from his blog, alongside, you know, my strategy and some other amazing strategies, right? So yeah, another little thing for you. But yeah, he's beating me in recruits this month from my strategy and using his blogging strategy as well. Alright, so yeah, Jaden, quick shout out for you, man. Love you, can't wait to get out here. So yeah, guys, this is what you can do in Facebook groups, alright? But you can make the message a lot more targeted when you do it from graph search, okay? So, this is what I do now. This is my main strategy, alright? So, with graph search, you can target anybody you want to, okay? So, for example, you can do, let's do people who work at Vima. Alright, I'm going to show you where you can find an insane amount of people now, right? So we've got people who work at Vima, okay? All these people are going to appear, they all work at Vima. Alright, but you know, that's still quite a broad search, but if you come down here, alright, you can really get targeted. You can target people's name, the gender, the age range. Maybe, you know, maybe you want to build a team that, you know, is around a specific age, right? Maybe you only want to work with older people. Maybe you want to work with younger people, which is what I want to do. No offense to you old people, right? Absolutely no offense, but that's who I prefer to work with. Why? Because I relate to them, right? I can't really relate to old people, all right? I relate to my age, you know, a lot better. You know, it's kind of common sense, right? So, one thing I do that I only use, right, is gender and age range. Alright? So, let's do female. Alright? Wow. What is with girls in Vima? They're unbelievably attractive. Apologies, guys. Anyways, right? So, sidetracked. You know, come on, we're guys, you know, pretty girls, you know. It kind of takes our focus off what we're doing originally. So, right, here we go. So, apologies, guys. Hopefully getting a laugh, right? That's one thing we like to do at ASF. We like to combine serious strategies and action taking with having fun. Alright? That's the way we like to do things. I think that's why we grow so well, because it's not business. It's more like business, fun, business, fun, business, yeah. Fun. So, anyways, right? Hey, Joanna. Let's see, what can we do? Just looking to connect with other entrepreneurs in Vima, right? So right there is targeted to her, specific, right? Vima, Vima is a wicked company. Now, I know one guy in Vima. He might be on here, I don't know. A guy called Julian Kushner. Right, he's an absolute beast. And oh wait, sorry, not Vima. That's Wake Up Now. Apologies. All right, I'll do that next. Wicked company. Got a lot of friends in it. So you just really want to like be nice to the person. Be real. Right, don't hold anything back. Don't think about it. I'm just letting this flow. Right, got a lot of friends who are involved. Would be awesome to find out how you're building Vima. I'm sure there is a lot we could learn from one another. See guys, just like I'm thinking about this from the top of my head, right? There's no specific way to do it. There's not any correct words to use. All you need to do, guys, is be real with people. That is it, right? Another Fraser, right? And another tip for you, the shorter the better, right? Because I don't know if you guys might have seen the video I posted on my profile earlier. People are lazy in general. They just, in this day and age, they are. Alright, so you don't want to have it like a big ass story, right? Keep it relatively short and space it out as well. But make it easy for the person to read, okay? And another tip for you guys, make sure you reread it to make sure, you know, it does make sense. I've had the odd occasion when I wrote something that does not make any sense. Even I couldn't make sense of it after reading it when I got told from the person that, like, you know, what the hell's this kind of thing, right? So that's what I do. Copy that. Happy days. Send. Okay, got to have it over here. Do the same thing. I'll do a few guys and I'll hopefully get some responses so you can see that this works. Alright? I mean, I've got an inbox full right now of people I've messaged, but you know, if I show you that, then you'll see the message I send people, and then you're going to steal it and use it. It becomes saturated, doesn't work, and I don't recruit any more people. Oh, crazy times, guys, crazy times. But yeah, like if I'm going too fast or whatever, you know, comment below. And
how much value have you already
down.
got, guys? It's crazy.
Guys, it's insane.
Ridiculous.
I'm not right. I need to get this through to you. This took a while for Matt to realise. All right. Well, I'd say about a day or two. Right. This is easy. Okay. I don't know why, but people just want to overcomplicate Facebook. This is the easiest thing you can do. Facebook is a social networking site. The last thing you want to be doing on Facebook is pitching your business. It's not what it's there for. People are on Facebook to make friends, communicate, interact, things like that. You know, find out how people are doing and all that kind of stuff. Business shouldn't come into it. It just shouldn't. Right? None of this like, you know, I've got the best company in the world and, you know, we pay out $1 trillion every week and all that rubbish. Right? That's just pointless. You want to keep your profile friendly, positive, energetic, uplifting, motivating, inspiring, right? But we'll get onto the posting shortly. I think this is the part you guys will love and where you'll learn the most about the strategy, because what you post about is what's going to get people to come to you asking for your link. All right. I mean, my best from one Facebook post was equal to 11 signups. One Facebook post, 11 signups, and it was about 3 sentences. Yeah, powerful, guys. Seriously. And this is not something that will happen overnight. Right, this strategy takes a while to build up, you know, maybe a month or two, because people want to see that you're consistent. If people see that, you know, you're in this opportunity one week, you're in the next, another opportunity a different week, you're in another opportunity, you know, the next week, people aren't going to come and work with you. They want to see that you are committed to one thing, that you're helping your team. That is what people want to see, because people in this day and age, all right, you know, the economy is tough. You know, it's not bad or worse. It's just a lot tougher than it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Right, so people find it difficult to make a purchase now. You know, it doesn't matter where it's into a business, whether it's buying sunglasses, whether it's buying houses. People just find it more difficult. This is why you need to give value, show people you're committed, show people you're actually helping others achieve success. That is what's going to drive people to join you, right? Because I really ramped up my business after I was consistent for about 4 months. Right, and I just signed up people left, right, and centre. I mean, since joining the Internet Lifestyle Network, I've on average, signed up 100+ people a month. That is, pretty cool. I don't know how many signups that equals to a day, because I'm not exactly the best with maths. But yeah, this is why you need to be consistent, guys. About how much?
About 3.5 sales a day. So about
3.5, right?
3 or 4 sales a day.
I mean, guys, that's not bad, right? But at the end of the day, it's not about me, about my results, right? Because people really, they don't care. They want to see I'm helping others to achieve success, right? And I'm going to share that with you shortly on how to do that as well. That will drive people to come and ask you for your link, right? Now, and that's another thing, guys. Don't worry about messaging the same person twice. It happens, right? People seem to get all worried. It's like, oh, what if I message this person and all that rubbish? Right? Don't worry about it. Just don't. The chances are you're going to message the same person twice are very minimal. It doesn't happen often to me. And Matt, can you mute yourself? Because I'm hearing an echo. I don't know if the other guys are. And if you want to chip in, just unmute yourself.
Right.
Yeah. So don't worry about messaging the person twice or 3 times or 4 times. My best is 7 times. One person. All right. I didn't even get a response from the person, right? And the big one, I get asked this on a day-to-day basis. Do I send people friend requests? No. Never, ever, 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 ever send anybody a friend request. Right? It is the fastest way you'll get put in Facebook jail. Right? Don't do it. All right? And the same with the messaging. Eventually, once you build up some constant movement, all right, Facebook will give you a warning after you've done a few messages and saying, I don't know what it says, but like a pop-up comes. When that comes up, you stop, right, for about an hour, and then you go again. And then if it does appear again, then you stop. All right, as long as you don't put in that captcha code, you'll stay under Facebook's radar. All right, so don't send friend requests, and when Facebook sends you that pop-up, stop messaging. All right, if that pops up, it just shows that you're doing a good job, that you're messaging enough people. All right, so look at that from a good angle, right? So, I'll do this one and then we'll check my inbox to see if I got any responses. Natasha, she's on the webinar. Happy days. What's going on, Natasha? Love you. Badass. See you in Thailand soon. Right, no responses yet. Happy days. But guys, where are we? Unread. These people here, these are people I messaged, as you can see earlier, like 3 or 4 hours ago. All right, I'm not going to show you the message because I don't want people stealing it. You need to appreciate that. All right, but it is a similar variation to what I showed you. All right, just make the message very personal. All right, and still make it in a way where it's copy paste. Okay. All right, guys. Before we move on to the posting part, which is the main part of the strategy. All right. Questions. So, come on, Matt, you turn your microphone on.
Stop.
Right. Oh, Dominic, my brother, I do. Sorry, man. I completely forgot this man was with Vima. He's a complete badass. Dominic Lipinski, look him up on Facebook. Awesome dude. Right, King Me Now says. Oh, right, here we go. King Me Now says she won't get that message. Let me guess, because it goes to her other folder, right? Wrong. It does go to the other folder, but the majority of marketers these days do check the other folder. All right, how do I know that? Because it's happened to me. This is how I've recruited 500+ people in 5 months. So she will get the message if she does check her other folder, period. Other questions? My God, there's loads.
Oh,
right, where are we? Learn, Brett, appreciate it, man. Much love. Also, yeah, Dominic, beast. Jaden's answering the questions. Happy days.
Good man.
Evelyn, awesome. Make sure you're taking action on what I'm teaching you. Loads tuning in. Happy days. So you just messaged. Yeah, Jet. Oh, Jay, you absolute beast. It's good to see you here, man. Yeah, just message people who have got a profile picture of themselves. There's no point wasting time with people, I've got, pictures of money. Like I said before, your time is valuable. you want to spend it wisely. All right, so just spend your time messaging people that have got profile pictures of them, because you want to see what they're about. Right? You can't tell what a person's like if they don't have a picture of them. All right, so like I said before, man, you know, kind of common sense. Message women. All right, cool. You still message 20 a day. Right, here we go. I forgot to touch on that. When you get responses, guys, right? I get asked this a lot. This is common sense, right? So many people seem to want to like have the perfect message to send the person after they respond, or you know, it's got to be a certain like script of like how to respond to this person. There's just not, guys, right? The way I say this all the time. You want to speak to people like you speak to your like people in real life, right? You just want to build a relationship, right? If you're saying that you struggle with, you know, talking to people on Facebook, then you know, go out and practice on your friends or people out in the street or whatever. Like speaking to people on Facebook is not difficult. All you need to do is build a relationship. Get to know the person, get to know what they're about, get to know about the family life, you know, get to know about the hobbies, get to know about the lifestyle, get to know about them. Top tip, keep the business out of it. Right? You talk about the business, like after like the third or fourth message, it's gonna make people really wary. They're going to be like, he's coming in already. You know, it's not a good thing. Right? I mean, there was one course I went through, you know, a while back, and you know, the lady taught that you know you should start talking about business after the third rapport building message. You know, that's rubbish. Right? Never, ever, ever do that. All right? Keep building relationships. It's not difficult. There's no script. All right? I mean, inside the ASF movement group, there is like a file of questions you can ask people, but you know, it's just there as like a guideline sort of thing. I never use it, right? But people wanted some sort of guideline of what to say, you know, and it's simple like lifestyle questions, asking people how they are, the family life. It is not difficult. All right, just build relationships. Right, key guys, make friends. That's all you got to do. Make a friend. You know, just get personal with the person. Let them know about you, your lifestyle, what you like to do, how you're doing, things like that. If you Brazil, if you understood that, comment. FMAC using yeah, guys, if you've got a iPhone, Android, actually I don't know if it works on Android or not, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
You can, it does, right? It does. You can get like an app on your phone, and you can send voice messages to people over Facebook. I can't remember the exact way to get it, but I think if you just Google like Facebook voice app, you know, you'll find it that way, and that's perfect. I used it before, but then I sold my phone because I came to Thailand and I never used it, but I've actually just bought an iPhone. So yeah, good reminder, Jay. I'm gonna download that after the Hangout and start using it. So yeah, if you get that Facebook voice app, guys, you know, that's really cool, because if you speak to the person, you know, the relationship's built so much quicker as they can see you're a real person. Right? Not see you're a real person, but you know, hear you, so they can tell you, you know, you are someone that's alive and you're not some idiot who's just trying to take the money kind of thing, right? So Dominic's been in Facebook jail for about 150 days. Wow, that's impressive, man. Congratulations. What about when they ask you to add them or send a friend request from... Right, whatever you do, if they ask you to send your friend request, don't do it. Just trust me, just don't. If you keep messaging them and building a relationship, eventually they will add you. Eventually. Right, whatever, guys, trust me, whatever you do, don't add people, because, I mean, maybe if you do like 1 or 2 a day, eventually it will get out of hand, and you'll be like, oh, you know what, I'll push for maybe 3 or maybe 4, and then you'll be in Facebook jail, and then you stand the risk of getting your account shut down. Alright, so don't send friend requests, guys. It is definitely one of the worst things you can do. Right, I learned that the hard way when I first started. I was sending out friend requests left, right, and centre. And that, you know, I've been in Facebook jail, right, a few times. Not as much as Dominic, right? Nowhere near as much as 150 days. That's crazy, man. You must have went nuts with sending a friend request, you crazy man. So, wow, we've got a lot of people on here. Crazy. Guys, any more questions? Like I say, even if it's about the profile setup, whatever, I want to make sure you guys know exactly what you need to do to go out and start crushing it. All right, I don't want to... You know, I don't want to jump off of here until every single one of you is happy, right? Because like I say, I am never, ever doing this again. Never. Right, I'll do Facebook Hangouts here and there, but I will never give away my entire strategy. Well, I will give it away to my team, of course. Because guys, you won't believe it, right? I'm giving away my entire strategy, but I still go more in depth for my team, right? Because you got to appreciate that. These guys, they're giving me money every single month, so they can become successful. So I will give my arms, my legs, everything to help them become successful. So I've got to keep good things for them, right? But like I say, you can join the team today for zero cost, zero. I mean, guys, you cannot be that broke. You can't have no money. Wait, hang on, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, you can join. It's free, right? 100% free today, right? But we'll talk about that later, and then you can get access to the more in-depth stuff, right? I've got how many videos have I got now? 17 videos that are coming tomorrow, uploading into our new team training site, which is a lot more in-depth. In total, it's probably like 2-3 hours long. All right, that's gonna be pretty badass. All right.
Just give us a quick comment if you would want into this for free. I think that is just ridiculous. You're getting so much value for free.
Yeah. And guys, the other thing, right? You've got to think. You get my strategy, which is it's cool because if you combine my strategy with Jaden Elliott's blogging strategy, this man is an absolute beast, right? He ranks on the first page for basically any keyword he wants, right? He's a 19-year-old kid who is an absolute monster, right? I tell you, right, the guy's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Right, I'm looking forward to when he comes to Thailand so he can get me in shape, because since coming here, I put on a little bit of beef, which is not good. All right, so because we're like instilling like a health program into ASF as well, like getting everybody fit and all them kind of things. I mean, what other teams do you know out there that do that kind of stuff? That are filming reality shows, that are making people in the well, not making, but wanting people in the team to get fit so they have a healthier lifestyle, so they can, if you're healthy, if you're fit, you feel better about yourself. You feel more confident, you've got more energy. The more energy they have, the more energy you can put into your business. Things like that. If we didn't have Jaden, this wouldn't be happening. Right? We've got some of the best people, in my opinion, in the industry inside our team. Jaden being one of them, Matt being another. We've got so many amazing people. It's ridiculous. Then we have the legend, Mr. Benjamin Jakes, who is a video marketing rock star. He ranks videos on the first page of YouTube in under like 10 minutes. I do not know how he does it. When he comes to Thailand in 6 weeks, he is going to be teaching us how to do it, and then the training is getting put into our team site. So you got to think, guys, you don't just get my strategy, you get all of these guys' strategies, because eventually we're putting together one massive strategy that revolves around Facebook, blogging, and videos. This is what's happening when everyone gets out to Thailand, and after that, then it'll be the reality TV show. Right? You might have seen something called Project AWOL. Right? You might have seen that. That was a very good reality show. Ours is going to be similar to that. Actually, no, apologies. It's going to be better than that. Right? I mean, that is vision right there. This team is going to be the most successful team in the industry. Period. It just is. Right? Why is it going to be that? Because in my mind, I've told myself we are the most successful team in network marketing. It's like I said to myself a few months back. I live in Thailand. Now I live in Thailand. I've told myself we are. The most successful team. It's going to happen because eventually that is going to come out of my brain and it's going to be there in my life. Because like I said before, your life is a perfect reflection of what goes on in your head. Period. So that's going to happen for all you ASF members that are on this Hangout, which I know probably all of you are. Love you guys. You're absolute beast. You're all incredible. Love you all. Oh, I love this team. Absolutely love it, guys.
Sid wants to know if he can jump on the Hangout with us.
Oh my God, Sid. Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
Sweet.
Right. I knew this. Someone's going to ask this. BJ, thank you. Right. Alright, I'm going to be deadly serious here. Right. BJ's asked, what about the transition to talking to business? All right. I don't do that. I just don't. When people ask me, a little bit questions about my business, I give them little answers or send them to my blog. Right, because you want to leverage your time a bit, so you got a blog, do a blog post on your company, and you can send people to that, right? But I never really talk to people on Facebook about the business. I send them somewhere else. Because like I said before, I just make friends, and then over time, after giving plenty of value, people come to me and they just want to work with me because of the certain things I do on Facebook regarding status updates, which we're about to get into now. All right. Where teaching me.
We'll touch on how you can get it for free after we share the strategy.
David says you guys are actually teaching people to make money instead of taking it all yourself. Yeah, of course, man. That's what we do. We give it out to people. We don't want to, I believe in helping as many people as possible. Right, that's all I've done, and that's, I'm a true believer in that saying. If you help people get what they want, you will get what you want, and that's, I truly do believe that. So I'll do anything. I will give any part of my body to help people succeed, as long as they can prove that they're going to be consistent and take action. I have got zero time for people that want to sit around and want money to fall in their lap. I will block people off Facebook if I think they're like that, period. Right, I can't stand people like that. I just can't. Right, I'm a hard worker myself. I attract hard workers. Everyone inside ASF is an extremely hard worker. They work their ass off every single day, and they've got the results to show it. Because what we teach works. As you guys can see, like in my social proof, the guys come to Thailand and all them kind of things. Eric, slow down a bit. Eric, if you want anything repeated, man, just comment. Guys, I am Scottish. I am known for speaking pretty damn quick. Right, I stand corrected. That's cool, man. Great. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Sid, what's going on, Beast?
How's
it going? Man? How you liking it?
Dude, you guys are killing it. I love it.
Guys, right, ASF members, if you're on the Hangout, message me right now and we'll get you on. Let's just make this Hangout an absolute beast. Just get everybody on and we'll all have like a great time and just spend all night on here helping each other out. Ryan, you're a beast, man. I love you. Hopefully get you out to Thailand soon. Great key points and have lots of notes. Keeping it simple. Hell yeah, man.
Yes.
Yep. Guys, Nilka just posted, we must build relationships. Don't immediately jump into your biz up. Don't do that. Just build relationships, right? Like I said before, I've recruited hundreds of people from what I'm showing you now. Right? I don't I talk about business. I just make friends with people. It's like, look at it this way, guys, right? Say you're walking down the street, right, and you go and ask a complete stranger for $10. Are you going to get it? No, it ain't going to happen, right? If you walk down the street and see your buddy, see your mate, you built a relationship, you're good pals and all that stuff, you ask him for $10, are you going to get it? Probably. It's the same with business, guys. People will come to you, they'll give you money if you build that relationship and they trust you. People work with people they like, know and trust, period. That's just the way it goes. All right? Because like the great, was it Mike Dillard? People join people, not business opportunities. That is so true.
Oh, yeah.
Eric, how do I get on your team? Must be given some value, guys. Eric, get back with the person who invited you, all right, and get their link, all right, just to make, or click the get started now button, right, because you would have came through their affiliate link. So yeah, just click that, man, get started. On the join page, right, guys, if you want to join now, right, actually, I'll go to the join page now, and I'll show you. Right, because our opportunity is the Internet Lifestyle Network. All right, we'll get into that soon. But if you want to join now because you've got the same value, you want to, because we guys, right, we get people who join us because they want to be part of ASF. Right, they don't, a lot of people do like Internet Lifestyle Network because it is a proper beast and opportunity. But people really join us because of what we have going on in ASF. Because I mean, Matt, actually, you spoke. Sid, I mean, what do you think about ASF, man? I mean, you've been here since the start, near enough.
Man, I can't say enough about ASF, man. Like, it's wonderful what you've done for this entire team, but also being able to put Matt, myself, Ben, and plenty of other people in position to do great things as well. Like I've had the opportunity to do a training for everybody. Matt's had the opportunity. Ben's had the opportunity, and it's only going to keep growing from there, right? Jaden's doing it, and I think that's what it's all about. It's not just as much as Fraser's talking. It's not just a one-man show. Like you come in, you show that you have a talent, and you can do some things that you will be featured, and you will grow as a person and grow as a leader, which ultimately is what we want to do, right? Fraser, one of the first things Fraser ever said to me is like, I don't care, about anything but making you a leader, and I don't care about making anything. Like I don't want anything else but Matt to become a leader, and anybody else to become a leader, right? Yeah. And so I think that's what hit home the most with me, and why I stuck by your side, and Yeah, because you cared about making me a leader, not me just being a follower. So I love it.
Yeah, guys, ASF, right? We don't want people to come in and just stay under our shadow. We want people to come in if they can prove, that they really want to go somewhere. We will do whatever the hell we can to help people like achieve what they want to do. If they want to become like a motivational speaker, if they want to run a multi-million-dollar business, whatever, we will raise them up so they can achieve that. There's none of this, right? You come in, you're staying under us. It's the Fraser, Sid, and Matt show. There's none of that rubbish. We're all one unit. We're all one family. We're all on the same level. I don't want people looking at ASF as, as Fraser's team, right? We're one family. We're one unit. We do this together. There's none of this, level stuff. I'm the big man. You listen to me, or you're out, kind of rubbish, right? We're all in this together. One family, one unit, and we're all going, to extraordinary places. All right. Honestly, guys, I love ASF. What I've created is pretty incredible. I mean, the amount of passion that I've put into this team, and it's really coming from, well, I'm going to start getting emotional now. Oh, I can't have that. Not on a hangout. Hell no, absolutely not. But yeah, guys, this
start
team
crying.
is.
I want you to start crying right now.
Guys, here he is, the man himself, Jaden. Jaden, what do you think, man? How are you enjoying the hangout? Honestly, guys, I love ASF. What I've created is pretty incredible.
Jaden, can you hear us, bro?
I can hear you guys.
Okay, yeah. Fraser just asked, man, what do you think of the hangout thus far?
It's unbelievable. I can't believe all the value bombs that's being dropped tonight, man.
Guys, can one of you? Can you just mute yourself? Because I'm hearing myself speaking over and over and over. I don't know whose end it's coming from.
Dude, this is amazing. Can't believe all the value bombs you're dropping. Literally, this is gonna change people's lives.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Don't worry. We heard you.
I think he's stuck in a loop.
Yeah.
Jade, you're in a loop, man. It's repeating itself over and over and over again.
Fraser, unshare your screen.
And right, that could be a bad idea, but we'll see what happens. There we go. Oh, I was just thinking I could have started crying because you couldn't have seen me anyway. Fraser, what is the right? Yeah, guys, the book that I showed is called The Power of Consistency by a man called Weldon Long. Right, this man, actually, right? Nah, we'll not do that. We'll do that another day. This man is an absolute inspiration to me. All right, we've actually guys, this is connections that we have at ASF. 2 weeks today, Weldon Long, the man whose company does $20 million a year, is coming on to do a training for the ASF movement. All right, 2 weeks today, he's coming on to do a training for our team. All right, we have got. I'm also speaking to Lisa Fader Grossman. Some of you might know who that is. It's like she is the face behind network marketing. She is like the bomb diggity. Alright, hoping to get her to come on and do some training for the guys as well. So this is because I only want the best for my team. Right? I don't want people getting taught half-assed stuff. I want them getting the best. So I will do what I can to give my team the best. So like I say, got Weldon Long coming on in 2 weeks. Lisa Fader Grossman, don't know when. We've also had trainings from Pamela Herman. I'm wanting to get Ray Higdon and people like that on here as well. Alright? So yeah, guys, as you can see, we don't screw around at ASF. We just don't. And like I said before, we got Jaden as well. I mean, Jaden, you want to touch on a bit about what you're going to teach people in your blogging strategy that you're going to be putting out to ASF? That may get people interested as well.
So I mean, everything that you're going into really is just building a brand that's based around you. It's not about the company opportunity you represent, because I mean, as you've emphasized so many times, people don't join you because you're part of XYZ company. They join you because they think that you can help get them to where they want to go. Because when it comes down to it, people only care about themselves, right? So it's the exact same thing with blogging. When people blog, they make the exact same mistakes as you're talking about. They brand their blogs strictly around their company, and they just make all these other mistakes that just lead to super low conversions, and then thinking that blogging is an effective way to market online. But blogging is an amazing way to get in front of laser targeted leads completely for free, just like this Facebook strategy. And that's why there's a lot of tie-ins with the Facebook strategy and even the blogging strategy that I teach in ASF, because they're both free traffic generation methods. And if you understand this, then it's very easy to transcend this over to blogging. So the blogging literally takes you through how to plan out your blog, how to actually build your blog so it's the best kept to increase conversions, and then obviously how to rank #1 on Google. So it's gonna be really badass. It's already finished. It's just in the process of getting added to Island.
Mm-hmm. I mean, guys, you can go and Google ILN, Internet Lifestyle Network review. I'll guarantee you this man will be on the first page. He really knows his stuff. So I'm quite excited for what he's giving out to the team. Very
shortly. Right now on my blog, following the training, I get about 700 to 800 people a day. So can you imagine getting in front of 700 to 800 people a daily just from a single blog? Okay, that's every single day. I get email captures from that. I get people messaging me all the time just because they've stumbled upon my blog. So it's a huge difference, because instead of actually going out to these people with a blog, people come to you. So blogging is such an effective way, and like I said, it's just tied in with the Facebook strategy. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, because guys, I really underestimated blogging when I first started this strategy, but after listening to Jaden and Ash, I can see the power in this. That's why I've got my fan page linking to my blog now. So yeah, pretty badass. I mean, guys, is there anything you think I've missed out on before we move on to what you should post on Facebook?
Fred's just joined the channel.
Hey guys.
Chat.
What up, man?
What's up, Fred?
Guys, Fred's an absolute beast, like I said. For those of you who just maybe jumped on like the past 20 minutes or whatever, Fred came in about 48 hours ago, had zero experience in the online world, and he signed up 4 people already. This man had no experience. Followed the training, happy days, boom, results already. Crazy, guys. It's possible. You can do this as well. Like you say, hit the get started now button. Alright, input a code SECRET7 with a capital S in the promo code box, hit apply, fill out your details, and you join. And it's 0, right? No, you don't have to pay anything today.
I'll share my screen, Brad. I'll share my screen and show them how to do it.
Yeah, because I can't share my screen for some daft reason.
Right, so this is what you're doing. You're on this page now. Go ahead and click Get Started Now. And you'll come to the order form. See where it says promo code down here? SECRET7 with a capital S. Hit apply. And it goes to $0. And then fill it out and hit continue. And you'll get instant access to all of our training and all of ASF.
Yep. I think since we're on this now with joining, who wants to go into ILN and explain that a bit? I mean, Sid, I think you should do that because you're good at explaining an ILN.
For sure. Give me a second and let me move the
Yeah, guys, so alongside what you'll get with my training, with Jaden's, with Ash's, with Ben's video marketing stuff, you're also going to get access to learn from an 8-figure earner and a 7-figure earner. These guys give you their blueprints on what they've done to become successful. I mean, when you can learn from people like that, guys, and if you take consistent action, you are going to see results, period. So,
give me 1 second here. Let me share my screen so we can see the one and only Internet Lifestyle Network. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So here's the back office, and did you guys touch on the blogs? I don't remember exactly if we touched on the blogs or not.
I don't think we have yet now, actually.
Right, so up here, you have the support system, obviously your login and everything. And right up here, I'll let Jaden touch more on the whole blogging side of things, but up here you have the ability to create your blogs. But so what I'm going to talk about and touch on is the actual training inside the university. So I'm going to go to the university, into the courses. Okay, and the first thing in which you get for free, right, is the ILN Viral 5. Okay, and the basis is how to make your income go viral with only 5 people. Okay, now I'm gonna take you guys inside real quick. Now there's all the lessons here. There's 7 lessons in total, right? This first one is extremely important, and people that I've personally worked with have told me flat out that this is one of the best network marketing trainings they've ever had. And it's actually pretty amazing the kind of things that Vincent Ortega Jr. goes into, teaching you how no matter what you're promoting, okay, I don't care if you're promoting ILN, I don't care if you're promoting, I don't want to start saying any other names, but whatever it is you are promoting, if you follow what Vincent Ortega Jr. teaches in this training, you have the ability to absolutely explode your income. Because the main thing in network marketing that a lot of people miss in the early going, they don't realize it till they kind of get into it a little too, not fast enough is what I'm trying to say, is you want to teach duplication. Okay, and then especially with the way for ILN and their compensation structure is, for any network marketing company, duplication is the key to automated income. It's the key to automated success, right? And success and the ability for Fraser to move out to Thailand, and Ben Jakes and Matt and Jade and everybody else to move out to Thailand, and for you to really create your time freedom. So it's very arguable that this training right here, in all honesty, is worth way more than the price tag. And then secondly, after you've gone through that, what they've done, and again I really like, is that they really start you off, and they put this in order for you to go through in a way that is going to take you through the steps of how to use ILN properly. So not only do you learn how to duplicate, right? Then they'll show you how to create your blog and how to, put it in a way to optimize for whatever it is you're going to do, right? So the third thing that we do is called dreamscaping. Now, Fraser just hinted at this 8-figure earner. For those of you who don't know who we're talking about, his name is Mark Hoverson. He is an absolutely amazing teacher. He's an amazing mentor. He's an amazing network marketer, everything, right? And he did this training and called Dreamscaping, and he really delves deep into how to create your dream lifestyle in your head. Because if you can't visualize it, if you don't have a vision, right? I'll let Fraser touch on this again. But if you don't have the vision, you can't create what you want, right? Fraser had a vision that he wanted to be living in Thailand, and he created that vision. Fraser had a vision to create the ASF movement, and he went out and created the ASF movement. But had he not had those visions, like Fraser, had you not had those visions, would you have been able to do what you've done?
Absolutely not. Hell no.
Right. And guys, so that's what Mark Overson delves deep into, is how to truly create a vision that you can put into reality, as probably faster than you could ever imagine, right? Is exactly what Fraser did.
Guys, one thing with your vision, all right? Your vision can't be all about you, right? Your vision has to be so big that it's going to impact other people, right? If your vision is not big enough where it can impact other people, you will never ever get past your own issues. Period. Right? That's some Mark Hoverson wisdom for you right there. Okay.
Amen.
Your vision needs to be ridiculously big, right? If you think, like, say you've got a dream now, right, and it's big, right? Dream bigger, all right? If you think it's really outrageous, get more outrageous, all right? And then when someone tells you, yeah, you can't do it, don't let them get in the way while you're busy doing it, all right? That's me getting some motivation up your ass right now. Whoa, getting pumped. Let's go. So,
amen. All right, so
there you go.
ASF has got a big enough vision. We're going to have a building in New York.
Yep. Billboards and stuff, man. Absolutely.
All right, so number 4, the famous 8-figure $1 million day, and I encourage you watching this right now, go ahead and search the $1 million day on YouTube, and you will see pages on pages on pages on pages of testimonials of how the $1 million day has absolutely transformed people, right? This is one of those trainings that is actually, like, legitimately life-changing. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if you're in network marketing, if you're not in network marketing, if you're freaking, a guy who picks up trash. No offense to anybody that picks up trash, right? People think that, all that we have here in the ILN is just for network marketers. No, the $1 million day has had an impact on thousands and thousands of people's lives. I kind of want to hear Matt. Matt, you want to kind of expand upon what the $1 million day did for you?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, when I first started, I had a lot of stuff that I needed to get done. So I did my $1 million day. I wrote down a lot of stuff. I put it all over my walls. I got pictures on my Facebook of just my walls covered in stuff that I needed to get done, and I just crushed through it. It just delete. Everything on that list I just got done, and I've never felt so productive in my life. It's just been ridiculous. what the $1 million day has single-handedly changed like me.
And exactly, and I could really sit here and delve into the wisdom behind the $1 million a day, and truly what it does for you. But I just can't give it away. That would just be a disservice to Mark Overson and to the ILN. But I can wholeheartedly tell you that I personally thought I was a productive person before I did the $1 million day. I legitimately thought I was a productive person, and then when I went through the $1 million day, my productivity skyrocketed like crazy. And my not only did people like Fraser take a little bit of a notice. You can only notice so much through online communication, but my family, my friends, they were like, dude, what's up with you? And I was like, you know what, dude, I just became a lot more productive. And it's a transformation that you can go through, and is perhaps the most powerful thing you can ever do for yourself, regardless of what it is you're doing. If you're in network marketing, if you're not, if you have your own business, if you just have a simple job, like, it doesn't matter. The $1 million day can absolutely transform your life. And
Guys,
so,
chip in for a minute. I said
mhm.
just a couple of seconds. Guys, the way I see it, right, if you can eliminate procrastination from your life, you are free. You just, I mean, once I went through the $1 million day, I just felt like, wow. Like, I just felt free. I had so much freedom because all that stuff I had cluttered up inside of me just gone. I think it must have been about 19 years of procrastination I eliminated. I'm 23-year-old. 19 years of procrastination, gone. Like, and I was in $2 million days, gone. All right.
And it sounds,
Unbelievable.
and I'm not gonna lie, for you viewing, it may sound kind of ridiculous, but trust me, when you do the training, okay, and we are offering this to you for free right now, right? We are offering this to you for free. When you go through the training, you will understand, and you might not be able to imagine how many years of procrastination you have. Like, when I went through the training, I had no idea like how many years I was about to pile up, right? Like, Fraser, when you wrote down and you tallied it all up, when you saw that 19 years, how shocked were you?
I was gobsmacked. Like, my jaw, like, literally hit the floor.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's
Pretty bad, man.
nuts. It is absolutely nuts, the kinds of things that the $1 million day will pull out of you, right? And it's absolutely incredible. And I could go on for a very long time talking about just that training, but I kind of do want to move on so we can move on. The fifth one, Vincent Ortega goes into the training called How to Get to People's Hearts, and it really talks about and delves into how to create compelling content and advertising copy to actually get people to act. The thing about a lot of people, and you definitely, if you're in the network marketing world, especially online, you have seen it thousands of times. People writing stuff on Facebook or on Twitter or on simple advertisements that is just not very good. It doesn't get anybody to actually click on anything or act upon anything. If you want to learn how to get people to click on your ads or to click on your, or do, if you want them to take an actionable step, if you want someone to take an action, you need to learn what Vincent Ortega teaches you in video number 5. Video number 6 is the Viral Magnet Daily Promo Strategy. Vincent Ortega Jr., I don't need to get into how successful of a man he is and how he's done on the internet, right? But he teaches you what he and plenty of other leaders do to become a viral magnet and promote, themselves and whatever it is they want to promote online daily. Okay, and I'm not going to give anything more away, but this is what he does. This is what plenty of leaders do, and he goes for an hour in depth. Shows you literally every single step. There's no stone unturned of what he covers in there. And brilliant number 7. I'll let Fraser handle this one.
Yeah, guys, this was my first month in ILN. I came in and absolutely dominated it, and it blew everybody away. As you can see, 140 people in 1 month. That's my best ever month inside ILN. In this video, I think it's like 13, 14 minutes. I basically just go into what I've told you now, right, but in a little bit more depth, right? And then, guys, actually, forget that part, right? You get more than that when you join today and get inside ASF. You learn a hell of a lot more, right? I've basically just taught you what's in that training there right now, and I've still got one more bit to cover, which is the main part, which is going to get people to ask you for your link, right? But I mean, it's still there, if you want to go for it. Completely up to you.
Absolutely. And and there is plenty more in the courses. Like I only showed just now the what you get for the apprentice member for the apprentice memberships. I can't begin to tell you how much value is in the professional membership. I'm not kidding you when I say it's literally thousands of dollars worth of training is in the professional membership. Do you guys want me to go through and kind of overview it real quick or no?
I wouldn't.
All
I'm
right.
going to do it right now. But guys, give you a little insight, right? Mark Hosen, 8-figure earner. 2 of his products are in there. The info marketing blueprint, which is basically what Mark did to go from 0 to 10 million plus in 5 years. It was a $1,000 product. It's inside there. He also has his other one, which is, I believe it's leadership branding.
Yep.
Am I right?
Leadership branding.
Yep. Which is 195, I think, outside of ILN. You get that for free. Well, not for free. And it's in the professional level membership, which is it's $95 a month, right? You get all that, and that's in total. I'd say, what 30 videos. There must be at least 100 inside the professional level membership, and it's getting updated all the time. I've got a training in there, which I basically teach people how to find hundreds of thousands of targeted leads. Right, that's one little thing I haven't told you, right? But you can get that still. So yeah, guys, professional level is insane. I mean, I am where I am today. Jaden is where he is today, and plenty of other people because we invested in ourselves. That is the key. You cannot get to where you want to go if you don't invest. You just can't. You can't build a business online for free. You have to upgrade yourself, upgrade your wisdom, upgrade your knowledge so you can give that value to other people. People want that value. They come to you. They join. That's the way this little circle of mine works. I upgrade myself. I put the value out there. People like it. They learn, they implement, they get results in their business. They want better results. They join me, or Jaden, or Fred, or Matt, or Sid, or any other members of ASF, and it goes from there. It really is that simple, guys. What we do at ASF, right, is we keep it simple. Like simpler than keep it simple, stupid. It's simpler than that. Honestly, because I know how easily people can get confused. I'm one of them, so I do my best to keep things simple. So, yeah, good overview on Ireland, man. And I'd like to welcome James McGuigan, right? This is one guy I worked with before I started online. I worked with him when I was a street fundraiser at the British Red Cross. Right, he's just joined. We've also got Rick White, who's just joined me, and Chris Bale, I believe. So, guys, welcome to the team. We'll get you started after this hangout. So, yeah, guys, there's 3 people that have taken action under me. All right, just get in, guys. You've got no excuses not to. Right, it's free, and you get to learn from an 8-figure earner. You get my strategies, Jaden's, Ben's video stuff for free. You're stupid if you don't join. Really, this training can seriously change the game for you. I mean, what I've taught you here in the past, hour and a half, can turn you into a 10K, 20K, whatever plus a month earner. I mean, with the viral 5 formula, going back to ILN. With 5 people, you can create a multiple 5-figure income. I've got multiple hundreds. So you can imagine the income, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, back to Facebook. See if I can share my screen. Or guys, have you got anything you want to add on before we go back to Facebook?
Yeah, guys, that doesn't even include, we haven't even showed you the blogging platform that you get. So, I mean, a lot of people end up paying like $20, $30 a month to host their blog and pay thousands of dollars to get their blog made, and you get a blog that's pre-optimized for the best conversions. You can create your blog in a few clicks. I mean, not only are you getting access to just everything that Sid and Fraser just touched on, but you're also getting a blogging platform that you can actually then create your blog with as soon as that you go through the blogging training. So, I mean, the amount of value that you're getting is just absolutely phenomenal.
It's crazy, guys. Seriously. Yeah, so we've not got any more questions, so I will dive into the last part of my strategy, which is a part that will get people asking you for your link to sign up, right? Because that's what I specialize in. I'm not into closing people. I would just rather have people come to me. I'm all about attraction marketing. I want to become the hunted instead of the hunter. Okay, so let's see if I can share my screen. What a surprise, I can't do it. Right, I'm going to jump off and jump back on if someone wants to. Actually, Matt, you know my strategy kind of better than anyone, so you can touch on what I'm going to show people now regarding status updates and stuff.
Yeah, cool. So basically, I'll try and see if I can share my screen. Hopefully it works. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, right. So basically what Fraser's going to go over next is what kind of stuff, what kind of statuses you should post on your wall. So all this stuff is going to get people to, instead of you going out to find them, they're going to come to you and they're going to ask you for your link. So we're going to go over posting value, why we post it, and all this kind of stuff. Just waiting for Fraser to get back. The screen share is broken for some reason. But yeah, we're going to be posting. It's going to be teaching you how to post values. Yeah. So, what do you think about this Hangout so far, guys? Pretty good.
Yeah, the amount of value that's been there, I found it quite helpful.
Great. Okay.
Like obviously coming from not ever doing anything like this before, and obviously with all the training that I've received off yourself, and obviously you've got from Fraser, it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, man.
Amen.
Cool.
The FMAC is back.
Here we go.
Back in the building. Alright, before we start, I just want to welcome Becky and Chala to the team. They've just taken action. Welcome to the team, guys. Nice to have you with us.
Welcome.
Right, so yeah, guys, don't worry, we'll get you started straight after this hangout. We'll get you in the groups and stuff. Okay, so Matt, what did you touch on just before I hopped off?
Just talking about how you're going to show them how to post value and stuff like that, and what to post.
Right, cool. Right, share screen. Seems sweet.
Not yet. Can I? There we go. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Cool. Alright, guys, so this is the main part of the strategy that is going to cause people coming to you asking for your link. This is the part that must be done consistently, okay? Otherwise it won't work, right? Not like, you know, every 2 days, every 3 days. Every single day this has got to be done, alright? And it's basically given an insane amount of value, right? That's all you want to do. You want to become a person of value, of knowledge, things like that, okay? So we'll scroll down my profile and I'll give you an example of some good posts. Guys, can you mute yourself? I'm hearing bad feedback. Right, cool. So one thing you can do, alright, is you want to post about your lifestyle. Alright, I mean, for me, I'm living in Thailand, so I go out, you know, every day on my motorbike and take pictures of me like going out for meals, of like, as you can see here, that was this morning, just before this hangout. I went down to the beach, took a video, came back. Alright, now it doesn't have to be as extravagant or as exotic as my lifestyle. Even just like going out with your family, you know, going for a walk, you know, going to play basketball, football. People want to see you actually living, like actually having a good life. People want to see what you're up to, right? They don't want to see, you know, business 24/7. They want to see you're a real person, that you actually do live, you have a, you know, a decent lifestyle. It doesn't matter, like I say, you don't have to be living in an exotic place. You know, just what you get up to on a day-to-day basis. I'd recommend two to three lifestyle-based photos a day on your profile. That's what I'd recommend. I do too, but you know, the more the merrier. So yeah, lifestyle photos are good. Right. Now, I do the occasional rant. Alright, but you need to do it in a way where, like, kind of people will agree. Okay, as you can see here, it annoys me, this. It really does. It's like, I still can't believe people think posting screenshots of fake money or other people's earnings saying it's theirs, when it's clearly not as a good marketing strategy. Funny thing is, I just learned that this specific strategy was taught in a course that just came out. It was supposed to be the best Facebook course ever. People, seriously, wake the hell up. Don't fall for ridiculous scammy marketing tactics like that. So from that post, I'm showing people, or telling people not to fall for ridiculous, you know, stupid tactics, showing that I actually care about helping people to achieve results. I'm wanting to stop them from doing the wrong things that's going to stop them getting results. Right? From your profile, you just want to show people that you know what you're talking about and you want to help people succeed. That is the only real things you need to post about, okay? Now, here's a good tip for you. I did a video on this 2 days ago, I think, and it's how status updates are like email marketing. Right? I've never seen anyone teach this before. They think when you look at email marketing, right, or sending out emails, people will open your email because you've got a catchy headline. Right? The sender name's got to play part of it as well. The sender name is actually the most important part of an email, but we'll touch on that in a moment. All right, when you open an email, you open it because the headline or the subject line is catchy. Right? If the subject line is catchy, you will read the rest of the email. period. All right, that's what I do anyway. That's why I open Mark Hoverson's emails, why I open Vincent Ortega Jr.'s emails. Not only because they've got a catchy headlines, but I know they're men of value, right? They're not going to pitch me left, right, and center. What they email about is going to help me, right? Same with Facebook. The first sentence, like this is more for people when you're first starting out, right? Because you want to catch people's attention. The first sentence, you really want it to stick out that it's going to draw people in. So as you can see, the biggest mistake people make when joining opportunities, when you read that, you're like, whoa, what's this about, right? And you will read the rest of the post. This is a really cool way to look at Facebook, right? A really cool way. I only stumbled across this after watching a video from, I think it was Mark Hoverson. All right, so yeah, if you do consistent posts with catchy headlines and you're giving value, all right, over like, you know, a period of, you know, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, whatever. It depends on how much value you give, right? People will read your post regardless, right? Because they will see your name pop up and they'll think to themselves, oh, it's Fraser. You know, he gives loads of value, and they will read your post, whatever it is. We'll come back to emails now. You open people emails like Mark Hoverson, Jonathan Barnes, Mike Dillard, you know, Diane Hockman, Ray Higdon, because they give value. But when you see their name in your email inbox, you will open their email. Guys, for you on Hangout, you get where I'm coming from with that? I mean, that's quite a powerful way to look at Facebook, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I definitely talked to you about this a while back. I mean, it's huge because when you think about, you know, your Facebook profile, and you think about just, you know, when you log on to Facebook and you scroll through your news feed, the one thing that you don't have to do is click open, right? The big comparison to email is you have to actually open the email to read the email, right? Where here, you know, you just know that you're going to get good value from Fraser, and you don't need to open an email. It's already right there, right? So if you look at it for yourself, if you start posting valuable info, right, people will begin to learn that you are a person of value, person that they should want to follow, and in turn, you know, and basically what I'm trying to say is, regardless of them having, you know, they don't need to open your email to know that you're providing value. They just see it on their news feed. I hope that makes sense. That makes sense, guys?
Yeah, perfect sense. Now, guys, it's powerful. Like, I don't think there's many people that look at Facebook the way I do. All right, I really have tried to master this, right? So I can teach other people, because, you know, being amazing at a specific skill or a specific strategy is nothing good, right? That's, you know, it's something that you can be proud of, right? But it's not something that's going to impress other people. People will be impressed if you can master teaching that to other people, all right? Because you want to help other people get results, because when people look at you helping other people get results, it'll make them believe that you can help them. All right, we're going to get on to posts like that in just a second. Okay, so yeah, we'll scroll down a little bit. This was another one I did, you know, Facebook marketing, how to write status updates. Right, I give value all the time. You'll never see me pitch my business. I never do it. There's people that ask me, like, how do I sign up so many people when I never talk about the business? Right? It's because I'm a man of value. I give value all the time. I encourage every single member of the ASF movement to become, you know, a person of value, because in time people will come to you and ask for your link, and then you build a massive team and you can do whatever from there. Now, this is the best possible thing you can post about, is your team, right? I only really started doing this, well, I was doing it when I first joined ILN, and I eased off and I started doing it again. Yeah, posting about your team is the best, right? Because, especially team successes, okay? Because, like, I used to post about my income, right? You know, I've earned, you know, 9K this month, I've earned $7,700 on one transaction, kind of rubbish, right? That doesn't mean anything to anyone else. All that shows people is that I know how to make money. Big deal. You know, I make money, so what? Cool, right? When people see you recognizing the success of your team, right, people find that so much more attractive, because, like I said earlier, people will then believe that you can help them succeed, because if you're helping other people to become successful, then why can't you help them, kind of thing. All right, so for example here, you know, organizing a webinar from an ASF movement crew with an absolute legend. This particular person left their company a few years back. Why am I reading it? You can see it. All right, but yeah, you can see there just things like that. Say what's going on in your team as well. Right, let people know that your team's like exploding, it's going places. Right, because like I said earlier on in the Hangout, right, you really want to show people you're going places. Right, whether they join or not, but you want them to join because you want them to be a part of this movement that's really going to go. Right, but either way, you're still going there with or without them. Okay. So yeah, post about what's going on in your team, things like that. Yeah, this is more lifestyle stuff. I said, well, I'm heading back to PP Island on Saturday. Right, that's one of the most beautiful islands out here in Thailand. I was only there a couple of days ago. I jumped off the boat, right, with my how much $1,900 camera, not waterproof, into the sea. Jumped off the boat with my camera in my pocket. Extremely annoyed, but then I thought to myself, what's the point? It's broken, it's done, get on with it. I went out that night and bought myself an iPhone. All right, so yeah, that's why I'm going back, so I can actually take pictures this time. That was quite a funny adventure. The girlfriend couldn't believe I actually threw the camera back into the sea. I swam out onto the beach, camera out of the pocket, launched it back in. Never mind. Even I could have took it to the shops to get it fixed, but not me. Here's another post of something that's going on in our team. I touched on this earlier. Thanks to Jaden and Ash, we have got something coming out next week that is going to turn people into 5-figure monthly earners pretty fast. Right? We had Vincent Ortega Jr., right, the co-founder of ILN, come on to drop some of his wisdom on our plans because we weren't really sure on how to do it. I mean, Jaden, I don't know if hopefully Ash has filled you in. So Vincent came on, dropped his knowledge, and then we went from there. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's more things, saying what's going on in your team. All right. This was another one that was about that Hangout that Vincent came on to. Now I need to find. Here we go. Right. Perfect post. Screenshots of your team success. All right. As you can see, Mr. Sefi J Gunn over here. Bro, I made my first affiliate sale. Right. He's a happy man. Happy chappy. Cool. All right. Now when you take a screenshot, you want to make sure you comment first. All right. Before you take a screenshot, because anybody could say that. You could grab that from anywhere. All right. So as you can see here, I said you're a serious boss, brother. Proud of you. All right. Even just like people getting the first sale, that's something people find cool, exciting, and it's like, wow, Fraser's helping Sefi get his first sale. Maybe he can help me start to see success online. So yeah, just something simple like more ASF are just getting started with us and start crushing it right away. All right. And if you come down here, I actually made 2 sales, not 1. Pretty badass. Sefi, love you, man. Hope you're on here taking action. Here we got the man himself, Mr. Fred Pryor. Posted about us yesterday. 24 hours he came into the team. He took action from what Matt was telling him because Matt's his sponsor. And he got his first sale. Now we set a target for Fred because Fred's coming out to Thailand. All right, he has got how many? I think it's 15, 16 more signups to get. If you get it, then he's coming
just
out.
got another one.
16 signups to go, and he's coming out to Thailand. Right. See, this is the opportunity or opportunities that exist in ASF. People hit certain targets. They get to come out and live in paradise. Things like that. Right. That kind of thing doesn't happen often, or not as far as I'm aware. Right. Now, combining my earnings, mainly Jaden's, I would say. All right, our combined income of the people that are going to be in Thailand is around $750,000. That's a lot of money, right? So when Fred comes out here, he's not doing too bad so far, but he had a goal. His goal was to get to Thailand, right? And he made it happen. He's been in 48 hours, signed up 2 people. The man's had 0 experience. That's the proof. If you have something you want to get, right, badly, you really, really want it deep down, you will do whatever you got to do. And that's exactly what Fred's doing. And he will be out here in Thailand. I know he's going to get these 16 people. And he's got, what, 5.5 weeks to do it? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to see videos of this man out here living up very soon. And if you take action, you join the ASF movement, who knows? Maybe next month you could be out here in Thailand. We could set you some goals. And, if you hit them, happy days. Out you come. Simple as that, guys. Pretty badass, ain't it? I mean, come on. Can you name any other team in the industry that offers opportunities like that? I mean, that's just one thing.
Nope.
I mean... I can't. I mean, Jaden, Sid, can you think of anything? I can't. ASF is the best. Period.
Again, and it just goes to show you, like, so many people think, like, oh, well, this isn't going to work for me because I haven't cracked it for a sale, but it's not about posting about your results at all. That doesn't transcend to how you see results. It's everything that Fraser's been talking about, and that's what so many people overcomplicate is in that one thing. So
yeah, guys, back to Facebook. I mean, this was me taking the missus out to dinner. See, I mean, it's just, being normal, being sociable, right? Facebook, social networking site. You just want to let people know about you, right? So post about your life and give value. That's really all you've got to do. So yeah, simple post. That's my missus there. She's Thai. She's alright, pretty cool. 40 odd likes. Now, need to get to this. Engagement, guys. Do not worry about people liking, commenting, and sharing your stuff, right? If people don't like your stuff, right, that doesn't mean diddly squat. Alright, maybe you like edge rank's low, maybe you've just not been given enough value for a certain period of time or whatever. People will still follow you, right? Even if they don't engage in your profile. I've had people join me who have been following me for like months on end who have never engaged in my profile. So when it comes to posting, alright, just think that people are going to see this, even if they don't engage, right? So don't worry about engagement on your profile. If you get it, happy days. If you don't, happy days, right? It doesn't matter. People worry about that all the time. You don't need to. Alright, yeah, see, that's us more lifestyle stuff, about to head to the new crib and pay for the first month's rent, $2,000 a month, just stuff like that, lifestyle. Alright, but yeah, here's a good example of some value. Alright, this got a lot of likes, happy days. I mean, just stuff like that, guys. Alright, motivating, inspiring, giving people some serious advice. Alright, now, for some of you that are on here, maybe your knowledge isn't that good, maybe you're still quite new to the industry or whatever. This is why we're with ILN, because the value and the wisdom and the knowledge that you get is ridiculous. So this is how it works, right? You increase your wisdom, your knowledge, whatever, right? You apply it and you give it out to other people for free, right? You don't say, oh, you need to join me to get this or whatever. You just give it out there, right? Just give everything you've got, right? Because that's the thing, right? I tell people about, well, not as in-depth as this, but I tell people about my strategy all the time, all right? Hardly anyone takes action, right? I think it's like 98% of people or something will never open a product, they'll never take action on what they're taught. They just won't. So never ever be afraid to give every single thing you've got. Never. All right, because not everyone's going to take action. The people that do take action on what you taught, if you're given the best, are going to become ridiculously successful. All right? Yeah, that makes sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm like with, yeah, happy days. So yeah, guys, the best thing you can post about on your profile is your team member success. That is the best thing. Now, it doesn't need to be people that are directly under you, right? People think it needs to be their sign-ups that get results. It doesn't. If you join ASF Movement today, you can leverage my success. When I bring in people, you can welcome that person on your profile. It's like welcome, Brad to the ASF Movement. Well, obviously a bit more in depth than that. But people just want to see that you're part of a team, part of a community, right? More or less a supportive community, right? That's kind of what you want, right? And yeah, recognize people coming into the team, the successes they're achieving. I would just keep you out of it. You want to fade into the background. You want your profile to be about others. You just don't want to be there, kind of, if that makes sense, right? You want to make it all about other people's successes, right? In your team. So yeah, guys, it really is quite simple. All right, there's nothing complicated to Facebook. All right, don't post. This one thing I forgot to mention. Don't do motivational quotes. Right, that's pointless. Why? Because everybody does it. Right, I scroll through my newsfeed all the time. Motivational quote, motivational quote. Why am I going to stop and look at them? Right, they're near enough all the same. Right, you're not sticking out. This is why you need to do something different. Hardly anyone gives like proper value, hardcore value. The most value I see most people give is quotes. That's it. There's no actual tips. But at ASF, that's what I tell. Like, I don't say, oh guys, go and do this. I tell my guys to do it. Right? If you tell someone to do something, they will do it. Period. Right? I mean, I really am direct. The guys on the Hangout know that, because being direct with people is what's resulted in me having, a pretty successful team. I have got absolutely no clue how big my team is in total, right? Because I mean, Matt's brought in loads of people. Jaden's well on his way. I thought, Jaden, just so you know, man, I'm beating you now on sign-ups. Haha, for this month. I've just brought in six people. Yeah, guys, we were having a little competition because Vincent, co-founder of ILN, messaged me saying Jaden was beating me. I was like, oh hell no, this isn't happening. I was like, by how much? He's like, by one person. I was like, thank God, I was worrying there. So yeah, had a little competition. So back on top for the time being, but it's still like another day to go. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, another thing with Facebook, have it being negative posts, right? People don't care about, you know, negative stuff. They don't want to see that. They want to see you positive all the time. So that's what that post there is about. Simple, right? Just be positive all the time. If you put your positive energy out there, that'll reflect on other people, right? It'll make other people happy. I mean, right, guys, this is so true, right? I've had this experience many times. Your one value-based post can change the course of someone's life, right? I've had messages constantly of people thanking me for what I put out there because it's changing their life. See, when people say that to you, like, I cannot describe the feeling. I mean, Matt, I no doubt you've experienced that. Sid, you probably have. Jaden, I'd say most definitely. When people say that to you guys, that gives you such a feeling. It's like you just can't describe it. When people thanking you for changing their life, just from one Facebook post, you know, one post, one email, one video can change the course of someone's destiny. That is powerful. But that is why I do what I do, because I love changing people's lives. I am on a mission, right? ASF is going to be the most successful team in the industry. We are going to have success stories left, right, and center. We're going to have people breaking through everywhere. We're going to have people going off to create multi-million-dollar businesses, to do whatever they want to do. Our group is like the starting ground for major success, all right? Because my vision is just ridiculous. Like, I could start on my vision, but trust me, Sid would probably somehow kick me off this call because I could go on for hours talking about this, my vision, because it's just, it's ridiculous. I mean, I've shared it with Matt countless times. Sid, you know, I think you're sometimes like, oh my God, Fraser, shush. Crazy times.
And I think what is amazing, though, I do want to touch on it, is the fact that, you know, we all come from different backgrounds and have so many different things that we can bring to the table. You know, like, you know, Fraser has a very good expertise in what he does, right? And Jaden has a very good expertise in what he does, and, you know, you might have a very good expertise in what you do. You know, you have the ability to come in here and be a part of what is going to become something absolutely incredible, and something that, you know, not only the network marketing, but this world has not seen. So,
yeah. I mean, guys, you can see here, this is from the screenshot of our ASF group. I mean, it was basically someone just wanting me to put like their video out there, all right? But then I said this to him, like, the guy's got some serious leadership skills, and I'm really wanting to bring them up. I'm really wanting him to become a strong leader. So like, I want him to go off and create his own thing. I don't want him to stay under ASF his entire life. He's too good for that. Right? I know he can go off and create so many other amazing things. He even create his own team, attract his own kind of people. Things like that, right? We want ASF just to be like the starting ground for people to go off and do whatever they want to do. Things like that. So, I mean, as you can see there from the post, you know, I'm not lying. Yeah, I mean, guys, here's another one. James Bromley. He's not got that much time, so he chooses to do paid advertising. You know, he's utilizing solo ads. You know, he's signing someone up. Right? Just simple things like that, guys. Just people getting results. All you want to do is just leverage your team. That is it. That is the best thing you can post about, is your team success, because it will make people who are following you believe that you can help them become successful. That is what I truly focus on, is recognizing my team. I recognize Matt all the time, right? I think every morning he wakes up going, right, I wonder what Fraser's posted about me today. I think I've tagged him 3 times in one day, once, I think. That was just recently as well. So yeah, because Matt's really proved himself, because I'm not being funny, this kid's worked his ass off. The man struggled for, what was it, like 3 years, 4 years?
4 years.
4 years to make money online. I mean, he's like my Facebook apprentice, you could say. Like, I have really taken this man under my wing, like big style, right? And then that's passing down because Matt's taking Fred under his wing, right? Because Matt's really, like, it's kind of difficult to explain, but he's a beast, absolute legend. Love him. Dominic. Oh, hey, Dominic's got to sign up. Happy days. See, that's someone that's just, bringing people to the call. Happy days, giving value, other team members getting success. Excellent. So here we go. We've got Madge. This is the guy I was talking about, who's wanting to go off and create his own movement. He got his second recruit today. There's 2 people under 24 hours. Just things like that. Simple little things. And it makes people come to you. I think when I got 17 sign-ups, I think that was from recognizing somebody. I can't remember who it was. That was a while ago. Like, I thought I was like the first or second month I joined ILI. But yeah, I was 17 odd sign-ups from recognizing some team member's success. That was quite in-depth. So yeah, guys, it's badass. Facebook is easy. It is not difficult. But what I have taught you now is really all I know. But inside ASF, we go into more depth, right? Because like I say, I've got these videos to well, they are here. I just need to upload them to the ASF channel. They get put into the new team training site, which is getting built, which should be ready next week. And then happy days. We go from there. And then we get Jaden, Matt, Ben, Fred out of Thailand. Stuff goes crazy. Then the reality show comes about, and then ASF just goes like past the moon. We just like keep going from there. Guys, seriously, get in with this team. I don't even know what else to say. We've given you an insane amount of value tonight. All right, we're going on for nearly 2 hours now. Hopefully, you not got bored of me speaking with my crazy Scottish accent. But you know, you've got Matt's lovely face, who's probably keeping you entertained. So yeah, guys, get in with us. All right, some serious things can happen. Right, your life can change. Like I say, you've got my strategy. We've got Jaden's, you know, experience with blogging. We've got this thing that's coming next week. All right, which that's getting more into paid stuff, because we don't want ASF just to be like revolving around my strategy. We want to have options for everybody, because not everyone's got time. Some people have time, some people have money, right? You know, I've got both, but I still choose to do what I do because it's what I'm good at. It's what I'm passionate about. I love chatting to people on Facebook. It's what I love doing. People say to me, like, why don't I pay people to like message people? Well, it's kind of obvious. That person isn't me. That's not me talking to that person, right? I'd rather do it myself. I mean, yeah, I live in Thailand. You know, I go out every now and again, but my main priority is to help other people become successful. I mean, I'm nowhere near where I want to be now, right? This is just like the tip of the iceberg, as you could say. And my vision is so much bigger than living in a pretty killer place in Thailand. It's going to be ridiculous. I mean, honestly, ASF is going to have like private jets and jet skis, and our trademark car, right, is going to be a Lamborghini Aventador. Period. I've already decided that. It's up here. Eventually, that's going to come out of the box, and it's going to be there. Guys, honestly, that box concept I went on about is so freaking powerful. And ASFers, if you're on this is what Weldon Long's going to be touching on. All right, I think it's a week today or 2 weeks today. I'm not too sure. But this webinar is probably going for a while, and he's going to drop some serious wisdom. I mean, guys, for those of you who aren't in ASF, you want to be part of ASF just to get on this webinar, because it is going to be game-changing. What you're going to learn from this man will change your life. I attended one webinar with this man. All right, I took his advice, took consistent action, boom, success. All right, major things can happen, guys. I'm done. If you got any more questions with Facebook, just comment below. Like, I'm in no rush to get off here. Right, if you want to hop on the Hangout, message me, and then you can come on. All right, but yeah, I mean, guys, if you've got anything else to add, feel free. But I have not.
I think you killed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna put in it. I think this is definitely one of the best webinars we've done.
Oh yes.
I would agree.
It's been pretty good.
I think you killed it.
Yeah, we got, hey, Matty, what's going on, man? Showered with gold nuggets. Nice one, F. Mac, Matt, and Sid. You missed out Jaden. How could you do that? Unbelievable. Oh, yes. Blake's just joined, I think. Let me have a look. Becky. Yep, happy days. Blake's joined. Right, guys, we were just chatting about random stuff. You know, he's in Empower Network. You know, he's got a kind of shit sponsor. He basically had a go at him when he was asking for help. So, you know, I told him to come on his Hangout, find out what we're about, and boom, he joined. He's seen the value, seen we care about people, he's in, and he'll be here for life. I just know it. The guy seems pretty serious. So yeah, welcome to the team, man. Good to have you here. So yeah, pretty good, guys. Hangout was insane. Still got 145 people on. Okay. But yeah, guys, any comments, comment now, or we'll just end it. And the replay is going to be up, so if you want to watch it again, happy days. But I'm only leaving this up for the week, and it's getting taken down, because I don't want everyone seeing this. 1 week, guys. 1 week. And I swear to God, this is never getting shared again. Not as in-depth as this.
That means February 6th, this is coming down.
Yep. coming down, guys. Just get in with us, right? Trust me, it is the best decision you will make this year. Getting in with ASF. You've got the opportunity to come out to Thailand. You might come in now. You might smash in some results the next month. All right, we might get you out here in February. Oh, hang on, not April. You could come here because the complex we're moving into. The plan, well, my plan is to take over the entire building. That's my goal with ASF members. That's what I want to do. That is what's going to happen, right? Because we're going to speak to Sid because he's like the kind of like how do I explain it? He just helps me out with a lot of stuff because like I don't know everything, right? And you're planning all that kind of stuff out. So yeah, you come in and smash these results. For all you know, you could be out in Thailand. You could be appearing on this reality show that we're shooting. Jaden's coming to that. Sid is. Matt is. I mean, we're trying to get as many people as possible, right? This is happening, guys. There's no two ways about it. You need to be part of this. It will change your life, period. So, your decision, guys. But it all starts with that first step. The first step's always the hardest one, right? Just do it. Take action. It's free, right?
I was just gonna say it's free. There's nothing holding you back.
You've got like no reason not to join. You've got nothing to lose. You know, I mean, you cannot be that broke. You just can't be. You've got to join. It's free. As you, like, guys, we love having fun. We love working hard. You know, our home base is Thailand. That's kind of where ASF operates. So, like, when Jaden, Matt, and Ben come out here, that's just like the starting point of what's happening this year. You're going to see the ASF movement all over the internet by the end of this year. I can guarantee you that right now. The stuff we've got happening. Not even like it's all up here in my head. Not a lot of people know what's going on. So I like keeping it to myself and then just letting it out there when the time's right. So, but yeah, my plan is as well, right? Give you a little bit more with the reality show. I'm planning on getting a Hollywood film crew out here to film it. Some of you might have seen the Project AWOL show. It's going to be similar to that, except it's not going to be, you know, just 3 people, right? It's going to be everybody. Right, getting lifted up, because we want to have it like a leadership event, you could say. Really bringing or identifying what people's strong points are and like working on that, and then turn them into real leaders. They leave the event, leave the reality show. They go back and they start building whatever they want to build. But like I say, ASF just going to be like a starting block for people to go off and create what they want to create. And if you're still here now, right, you're still here for a reason, right? Because you are going to join. You're going to click that Get Started Now button, you're going to put in the Secret 7 code, you're going to hit Apply Now, you're going to fill out your details, you're going to join if you're still here now. That just proves to me that you've loved what you've got, you love the value, you love us, you love Matt's pretty face, and you want to be part of our movement. So yeah, get started, guys. Get started now. I mean, that's me. I'm finished. Yep. Doesn't look like there's any more questions. So Jaden, Sid, you guys got anything to add?
I will see you on the inside.
Yeah, we'll see you on the inside. I like that.
Awesome, guys. So yeah.
Peace.
Yep, I'll end it now. So yeah, guys. Cheers. See you on the inside. Peace.
See you on the inside. Bye.